Drop it, yes. Most owners understand the struggle of trying to yank something out of your dog's mouth that they shouldn't have. Whether that's a chicken bone, or your favorite shoe, or smelly trash on the street. If you teach your dog drop it and leave it, it'll make your life much easier and end the stressful struggle. So today, we are gonna start with drop it. For this, you're gonna wanna have one of your dog's favorite chew toys and some yummy treats. All right, so basically we're gonna start engaging our dog in a game of tug. When he's really got a nice latch on the toy, I'm just going to take a treat and present it really close to his nose, and when he drops the toy, I'm gonna mark yes and reward. And then we're gonna repeat. All right, Paul. Yes. You can ask for a sit in between just to get a little bit more impulse control. Whenever you're playing tug, you don't want them to get too rowdy. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just gonna repeat the same step. A treat really close to the nose. The moment he drops it, I'm gonna mark yes and reward. Yes. Fantastic. Once you feel like your dog understands this game, you're gonna wanna start to add a verbal cue. Your verbal cue is gonna go right before you present the treat to the nose. So for this, it's gonna be drop it. Drop it, yes. If they have a puppy genius moment and they drop it without needing the treat, that's great. Any success, even accidental, is still success. Okay. Let's try again, bud. Drop it, yes. There we go. Once your dog has a good understanding of this game, you want to be able to wean off using a treat every single time. You don't want to do it cold turkey, but you can start with, maybe 2 in a row, you give him a treat. The third time, we see if we can just have him drop it without a treat, and if the game of tug is actually rewarding enough. If your dog doesn't find it that rewarding, then you can always go back to what works. You want to stay at your dog's success level, so you never want to push them to the point where they're frustrated, because training should be fun for both you and your dog. I'm going to get Paul interested in the toy. I'm gonna place it on the ground a little further away from him. I'm gonna be ready to cover it if he tries to go for it. The moment that he ignores what's underneath my hand, I'm gonna mark and reward that. Once you get your dog's attention with a really fun toy, what you're gonna wanna do is get them into a down. And you wanna put the toy on the ground a little further away from your dog. And if they lunge for it, you're gonna be ready to cover it with your hand. We're just looking for the moment that they ignore this toy, and we're gonna mark and reward that. Yes. If he lays down, I'm gonna take that as success. You ready to try again? Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Here we go again. You ready? Yes. Good job. Yes. When you feel like they understand the name of the game, you can start to add in a verbal cue, which is going to be leave it. Leave it? Yes. Fantastic. We're really only waiting for a short period of time after we ask them to leave it. And the goal is to slowly extend that. So you can ask your dog to leave something for a longer period of time, like food on a table, and they can, walk away. Leave it? Yes. You can also do this with treats if you want. It's a very similar exercise. So what I would do is I would place a treat on the ground. Good job. We're just waiting for that initial beat. Let's make it a little more difficult. We'll drop it from higher up. Leave it. Yes. Only way to fail at this game is if your dog grabs the treat before you have time to cover it. Then the game really becomes how fast do I have to lunge to get this treat while my human screams.